listening to Part of the Problem on the Gas Digital Network.
One of the other things that I just like about Hillary Clinton being president is that it just, I do feel like it makes my job easier. And the Trump is a difficult, it's like you have, so like my natural position is to be against the president, whoever they are, and be like, yes, they're presiding over this evil institution that is the state. I'm against them. Now you have this huge group of people who are against Trump. They're against him for all the wrong reasons. And now every argument I make has to be like, look, I'm not a Trump supporter, but you guys are out of your fucking mind. Okay, here's where he's actually fucking up. Here's what you think he's a fucking Russian puppet. You're out of your mind. And it's very complicated and a lot more difficult.
My friend who's visiting here from Singapore was at the gym, and he just started talking to some dude. And the dude immediately is like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, you're from Singapore? Did you move out of here because of Trump? You know, like, this is how the mind works. And I'm using the mind very loosely. And my friend goes to him, what would it take for you to change your mind about Trump, say he did a good job? He goes, let's suppose 3 years from now, we have peace in the North Korean peninsula, unemployment is an all-time low, and the economy is doing great. Would that make you say he's doing a good job? He goes, no, because that would be worse, because that would mean that he was right. And my friend's like, wow, okay.
That's it?
That's it. That's all you need to hear.
It's like, can you just listen to yourself back?
They can't.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Well, that was a thing, too, where one of the things that became really clear over the election was just how, it's almost like there was this world where everything on the Republican side was deemed racist and sexist for so long.
Right.
And the Republicans are, I mean, to me and you, I mean, they're like the most milquetoast people you could imagine.
Right.
It's so, but they'd have things where, they'd be like, Mitt Romney, why didn't you hire more women? And he was like, I wanted to. I really, really wanted to. I asked for binders full of women. Please don't hate me. And they're like, you said binders full of women, and they were already like, that's evil. So when Trump came in, is just like, hey, a lot of these Mexicans are rapists. It's like their heads explode. Like they're like, oh, that's actually what we've been pretending everybody else is for. Right. It's like they can't even deal with it. And then it was this weird thing where they'd be like, he's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. And you're like, well, I mean, he did say however you feel about the statement. He did end it with, and some of them are good people. I mean, I don't recall Hitler ever giving a speech about the Jews and then going like, and some of them are just good family
some
men.
I imagine are good.
Yeah, he did. To be fair, he did say some I imagine are good. He's like, look, there's obviously no documented proof on this, but there's got to be a good Mexican out there somewhere, I'm sure. But it was what Trump did. Freudian. What Trump did was he did not play this game. And it seemed to me it was the rules of the left, and this is their religious rules, are that if you are a straight white man, and especially a straight white successful capitalist man, then you better be goddamn apologetic. You better be like, hey, I'll keep my head down here. I'm sorry about all of my success. I understand how difficult it is for other people. And Trump is just the most unapologetic, like, I am what I am. I don't feel even kind of guilty about it. I mean, Ann Coulter wrote in her book that this comment summed up Donald Trump. I thought it was such a great summation of all of Trump. And it was one of the first interview he did with Megyn Kelly after he announced he was running. And she goes, she was like, she said, okay, well, the last Republican nominee was Mitt Romney, and the Democrats were able to paint him as this out-of-touch rich guy.
Right.
If you get the nomination, how do you avoid being painted that way? And Donald Trump's response, he goes, first of all, Mitt Romney's not that rich.
Yeah, I know. It's the best.
That is Donald Trump right there. And then goes, did you just compare me to that 100 millionaire, you fucking asshole? Are you out of your mind?
Someone made this joke, and I wish I could give them credit. I forgot who, but they made the point. They're like, because they make fun of his little hands, how ugly he looks. He goes, this is someone who fucks models, porn stars, and Playboy playmates to the point where the porn star won't stop talking about it.
Yeah, right. That's it. It's like, oh, and it's so funny, like the people who like to go like, this just happens all over the place though, where it's like, online and stuff, but people love to go like, such a fucking idiot, such a loser. Goes like, well, if he's an idiot and a loser, and you're so much smarter than him, it's like you rent a studio apartment. And his name is all over, fucking high rises all over New York City.
And
so
we'll be on the currency.
Yes,
he will
that's
have
right.
a coin with his picture on it.
So maybe keep your, keep the condescension down.
I was on the train and I heard two midwits talking. One of them was saying, "I don't understand how anyone could like Trump." and the other one next sentence he goes, it must be low information voters, right? It's like, if you don't understand something, you're the one with low information, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like by the very nature of it, you have described yourself as a low information voter. And I also, I thought right away when everybody on the left is summing up the Trump moment as like, oh, well, it's like, right, it's got to be something like that. They're all ignorant or just they're all bigots, you know, and and it was like somewhat obvious to me that it was like, well, Hillary Clinton is going into the Rust Belt, into this, you know, so Donald Trump's going in there to this area of people who did not participate in the Obama recovery. Obama's up there talking about how great his recovery is. They're like, we haven't participated in that at all. One of my sons died in war. Yeah. The other one's addicted to opioids. You know what I mean? The fucking steel mill is still closed down. I'm working 2 jobs where I used to have to work 1. You know, like we're struggling for X, Y, Z. Our healthcare premiums are going up. And Donald Trump came to them and went, hey, I'm going to fix all that. We're going to stop sending your kids off to these wars. We're going to bring your job back. We're going to make this country great again. Your healthcare costs are going to go down. Now, I'm not saying he had answers to actually doing any of this, but that's what he said to him. And Hillary Clinton came back to those people and went, how offensive is Donald Trump? And they were like, what? Like, I don't know. He seems to be winning in his life, and he told us he's going to make us win too. So, like, I like that guy.